The problem we're trying to solve is that there are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
Okay, I got my green and yellow on, and it's time to talk about the Oakland A's. Okay, people have been asking me. That is the team that won the vote on the next preview. It's the Oakland A's. We're going to talk about them today. It is the team across the bay.
How about I just go eat some hay? I can make things out of clay and lay by the bay. I just may. What do you say?
Humm, baby. Enjoy this great game.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. And today, it's time for the Oakland A's Preview 2020. And before we get into the details, the A's got the trade market started again by swapping an infield prospect named Jorge Mateo to the Padres for a player to be named later. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Mateo, he is a minor leaguer. He's got 283 career steals in the minors, 78 times caught, but he also hit 19 bombs last year with Las Vegas with a 289 average. So he can do more than just steal. Nice pickup for the Padres, and I still don't know who the A's are going to get. And also, quick side note, the Marlins released Matt Kemp, veteran. He has already signed with a new team, and that's the Rockies. So, you know, he could possibly be a DH for them. Could surprise people this year. This guy's still got some power. He did really well in 2018 with the Dodgers. He's 35, still might have a big season left. Maybe not. He struggled in spring training, but we'll find out. Rocky's going to give a shot to Matt Kemp. So just throwing that out there. But let's get now to the Oakland A's, and I think it's a very well-rounded team, one of the most well-rounded teams in baseball, and it's a team that I see going a long way in 2020, really high on the A's. In fact, I was going to pick them to win the division, but then with this whole thing, this whole delay, I'm having to rethink everything because I really thought the Astros were going to get off to a rough start based on the fact that they were like these huge villains and they were going to get booed and they were going to get thrown at and it was going to be crazy. But now the new enemy is the coronavirus. It's not the Astros anymore, and I think the Astros can relax a little bit, and I think they're going to get off to a much better start. So I'm still deciding who do I got in the West winning it, but I definitely see the A's competing for a title, and if they don't get that title, they're going to be at least the wild card in 2020 because this team is really, really good. And here's their lineup, and from top to bottom, it is solid. You got Marcus Semien, one of the best players in the game, third in MVP voting last year, hit 33 bombs with a 369 on base, but he also played in all 162 games, and that's going to be really important this year because if you got someone who gets hurt for, say, 20 games, well, that's a third of the season. So injuries are going to be huge this year. You can't be having them because you need your guys, and this is a guy who stays healthy. Ramon Laureano in his first season hit 24 bombs. He's only 25. He could be even better this year. And then, of course, Matt Chapman, Gold Glover, All-Star, 36 bombs. And even if you get through those three, then you got Matt Olson, who hit 36 home runs last year. Nothing but power. Mark Canha hit 26 home runs last year. He is next in the lineup. Look at that bat flip. This guy's a beast. And then we have Chris Davis. He had a bit of an off year last year, but this is a guy who hit only 48 homers in 2018. And also keep in mind that in 2019, he hit 16 home runs in the first half, just 7 in the second. He really fell apart in the second half, which means maybe this is a guy who kind of wears down as the season goes along and doesn't do as well. So in a 60-game season, could be beneficial to him. And then the power surge finally starts to die down with Robbie Grossman. He's a versatile guy. He can switch hit. He can move around the outfield. Also expect to see a lot of Steven Piscotty and Chad Pinder as well. And also currently on the 60-man pool are Sky Bolt and Seth Brown. Sky Bolt, I would put him in the lineup and start him every day just for that name. I don't have to see no stats. I don't have to see nothing.
Sky Bolt? He's going to be a superstar.
No, but seriously, he's a good-looking prospect, but I even like Seth Brown more. The A's promoted this guy last year after he crushed 37 bombs with Las Vegas, 986 OPS, 297 average. He comes up to the bigs, and he thinks he's Ted Williams. He goes 11 for his first 25. I definitely would consider trying to get this guy some at-bats in 2020, and if I were a pitcher, I would rather face Robbie Grossman any day over Seth Brown. I'm sorry. But then you got Sean Murphy behind the dish. This is a youngster. He's just getting started with his career. He is not the best hitter, but he's fantastic defensively, works great with the pitching staff. They also picked up Austin Allen from San Diego, and of course drafted Tyler Soderstrom as their future catcher. a great looking lineup. Then you got Tony Kemp at second. He's more of a utility type guy. Also going to see a little bit of Vimael Machine, who hit very well in the minors last year and throughout his career with the Cubs organization. Barreto is an option, but he hasn't hit that well in the big leagues yet. So, it's a fantastic lineup, but it does kind of die down towards the bottom. But you got, like I said, a great defensive catcher like Sean Murphy. You got another potential power bat in Seth Brown. You got a guy named Sky Bolt. Look out for the A's in 2020 with that lineup. It is very potent. And they also have a fully healthy rotation. You got Mike Fiers coming off his best year. He should be the ace, and he deserves that 15-4 last year. But Sean Manaea fully recovered from shoulder surgery. He is looking to have a huge year. Frankie Montas dominated last season, but should be noted he got suspended midseason for performance-enhancing drugs, something like that. So we'll see if those stats can hold up for this season. But that's just their top three, and they're really good. But that's not who I'm most excited about seeing this year. It's the rookies. It's the youngsters who are about to be unleashed in 2020. I'm talking about Jesus Luzardo and AJ Puk. These are the top prospects the A's have been waiting for. Luzardo struck out 181 guys in 161 minor league innings, got promoted last year, struck out another 16 in 12. Dominant stuff. He is going to be awesome, I think, for the A's. And then you got this 6th overall pick in 2016, AJ Puk. Same story. He strikes out everybody, absolutely dominates the minors, should be in that rotation. And Chris Bassett is also no joke. I mean, they have 6 quality starting arms. Bassett can provide depth. He can come out of the pen. He can replace any of these 5 guys should they get hurt, should they underperform, anything like that. They have depth in the rotation. And maybe they don't have this one like Garrett Cole, in that rotation, but they have a lot of solid guys, 1 through 5 and maybe even 6. They have at least 6 starters who are all very, very good. But like I said, Fiers is a little older. If he struggles, should one of these guys not do well, okay. Most teams are going to have 1 or 2 starters who are not going to be great. But the A's have the potential to have 5 really good starters every single night. Well, they're not going to have 5 every single night. They'll have 1 every single night. You know what I mean? As for their bullpen, it might be their weakest link, but even there, they got Liam Hendriks, all-star, 124 strikeouts and 85 with a 1.8 ERA and 25 saves. Yusmeiro Petit is still pitching well. He is one of the most underrated relievers ever, and he can also start. You got Lou Trevino, and he was dominant a couple years ago, had a tough year last year, will look to bounce back. They picked up Birch Smith, who was with the Giants, and he pitched really well in the minors last season in AAA. He can start too if they need. Hopefully he has a nice year for them. And then you got several veterans who just know how to pitch. You got Jake Diekman. You got Joaquim Soria. Great team. This is a great team. I really like this team. Relentless power throughout the first 6 spots. Solid rotation. A bunch of young kids ready to come up and contribute. Bunch of strong veterans. Really good catcher.
And they got Sky Bolt.
Look out for the A's in 2020. They want to get over that hump and get that ring. I don't know if 2020 will be the year, but I see them having a big season and being in the playoffs at a minimum. Oakland A's, let me know what you guys think down below of this team. They are really stacked, and they are definitely one of the better teams in baseball. And I can't wait to see what they can do in 2020. Thanks, guys, so much for joining me for this Oakland A's preview. The team across the bay, will be rooting for them to have a nice year, but I'm really going to be rooting mainly for my team, and that is the San Francisco Giants, as always. Hoping to have a big season as well, and a surprising year, as they're not exactly looked at as the team to beat this year. But love the Giants, and I can't wait for some baseball. You guys, please hit that subscribe button if you love baseball. This is the place to be. And if you can hit a thumbs up on the video, that helps out a ton. I really appreciate it. Go check out hummbabybaseball.com. Go check out the message boards. Make an account over there, and I'll be talking a lot over there. If you say something in the message boards, I'll be there to talk to you right now. Just starting them right up. It's going to take at least a year or 2 to really grow those message boards, but I would really appreciate it if you want to jump over there and make an account absolutely free, and it would mean the world to me. Thanks, guys. Have a great day, and I'm going to talk to you next time. See ya! When the Giants come to town, it's 5